Hi everyone. So this video is about exam layout for the 2026 Leaving Cert paper. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I think it's so important that you understand the layout of this Leaving Cert paper this year, because a lot of people do not benefit from the knowledge of knowing the layout of the paper. And we're going to find out a lot about this. If you understand what we're about to go through over the next 10-15 minutes, it's going to change your view of how you study the course, and it's going to make it a lot more manageable as well. So the first thing I want to show you is something on the board that I think we're going to spend a couple moments talking about. In section A of your paper, you're going to be asked 2 short questions from Unit 1. Okay, and that's 10% of your paper. So 2 short questions from Unit 1. Okay, so you will also see, 2 short questions from Unit 1. You're also going to, in section C of your paper, you're also going to get 1 long question from Unit 1. So that's 10% Unit 1 is usually worth in section A of your paper, and in section C of your paper, 1 long question from Unit 1, that's usually another 15% of your paper. So Unit 1 is 10% in section A, 15% in section C usually. That's 25% of your paper. Okay, so if you look at this here, so I just want to point out this to you all. So you'll see this here. Let me just get the marker here. Here we go. So look, you will see here. See those 4 chapters there? That's Unit 1. Those 4 chapters, it's such a short unit. It's only scientific method, characteristics of life, food, and ecology. Those 4 chapters are going to be 2 short questions from Unit 1 usually, and 1 long question from Unit 1 in section C of your paper usually. There is at least 25% of your paper on Unit 1. Okay? Now, what about Unit 2? Well, in section A of your paper, you're going to get 2 short questions usually from Unit 2. And over here in section C of your paper, you're going to get 2 long questions usually from Unit 2 as well. So that there, 2 short questions from Unit 2, 2 long questions from Unit 2. That there, you'll see here, there's Unit 2 there. So there's Unit 2. I've just circled Unit 2 there. So in section A of your paper, you're going to get 2 short questions from Unit 2 there, and 2 long questions from Unit 2 in section C of your paper. So now that's usually worst case scenario. There's a good chance there's going to be worth even more than that. But that's generally what we stick by there. Okay? Now, if you then look at section A, you're usually going to get 2 short questions from Unit 3, okay? And you usually get 3 long questions from Unit 3. So that there, and when you look at Unit 3 is by far the longest unit, all right? By far the longest unit. And I know you said, God, I only still get 2 short questions from Unit 3 in Section A. I appreciate that. But look here, 3 long questions from Unit 3 there, usually. All right? And again, they're probably going to be worth a little bit more than that. And let me explain why. Because of the current layout of the Leaving Cert paper, there's extra options on the paper. So you're going to get 7 short questions in Section A of your paper. So there's going to be an extra short question. Where will that extra short question come from? It'll come from one of the 3 units, or maybe a mixture of the 3 units. In Section C of your paper, you're going to be asked or given 1 extra long question. Where will that extra long question be? Well, it's usually from Unit 3, because Unit 3 is by far the biggest unit, as you can see from the screen there on the notes. But it could be from a mixture of the units as well. So that's an extra long question. Okay, so that there is in terms of Section A and short questions, and Section C, long questions. What about Section B? Section B is the experiment section. Now, for me, this is the section that a lot of people just don't realize how beneficial it is to know about the layout of the paper in Section B, because it's going to determine how you're going to study the experiments. Let me explain. In Section B of your paper, you're going to be asked to do 2 from 3 experiment questions. Now, there's 22 experiments on the course, and a lot of people don't realize that those 3 questions have a fixed amount of experiments in each question. Let me explain. If you look at your notes there, you'll see it, and you'll find this exam layout at the beginning of your H1 biology notes. It's going to be in the beginning of the question booklet. It'll also be on the platform as a separate document by itself as well. But if you look at this here, in Section B of your paper, you'll see there in section B of your paper, question 8 to 10. So that's question 8, 9, and 10. Those 3 questions, you see, you only have to do 2 of them, but those 3 questions are going to be fixed on a certain number of experiments. So if you look at this here, you're going to get 1 question from these 8 experiments. That there is going to be question 8 in your Leaving Cert. So question 8 has to be on these 8 experiments. So let's say you sit down on a Saturday and you say, do you know what? I'm going to study question 8 in this Saturday. Let's say it's a Saturday in January. I want to study question 8. All you have to do is study those 8 experiments. And you then have studied question 8. And that will be 7.5% of your Leaving Cert. Okay, what about question 9? Question 9 is going to be based on these 7 experiments. So let's say maybe on the Sunday, you said, you know what? I studied question 8 on Saturday and I studied 8 experiments and I got through them no problem. Well, now it's a Sunday, I'm going to study question 9. I'm going to study those 7 experiments. And there's another 7.5% of your paper if you know those 7 experiments. And I'm going to be great news. Out of those 7 experiments, 3 of them are pretty much the exact same. All right. So in terms of layout, so that's going to be a very doable question. You could do that no problem on a few hours on a Sunday, let's say. Now, question 10. Question 10 is based on those 7 experiments. So you sit down and you study those 7 experiments. You've studied question 10 in your Leaving Cert. And that's another 7.5% of your paper. So ideally, you'll study all 22 experiments because you want to be able to pick the best 2 questions on the day. But as I said, maybe the night before, you might just say, do you know what? I'm just going to focus on question 8 and 9 because it's only a few hours before my Leaving Cert. But either way, you now know you only have to do 2 from 3 experiment questions. So question 8 is based on 8 experiments. Question 9 is based on 7 experiments. And question 10 is based on 7 experiments. So that's going to affect how you study those experiments now because you're going to study them as a group. Brilliant. So there's one last thing I want to tell you. So the one last thing I want to say to you is this. What does this mean in terms of percentages and in terms of your Leaving Cert paper? Well, like remember I said to you, you're going to get 2 short questions from Unit 1, usually in your Leaving Cert. It's always happens, but we're going to say usually. Okay, so 2 short questions from Unit 1, 1 long question from Unit 1. That's 10 and 15. That's 25% of your paper based on just 4 chapters. But you can see, I said 25% of your paper, but some years it's worth 32.5%. Okay, so if you look at this paper, the layout of this paper has now changed over the last 3 or 4 years. Okay, so if you look at the last 3 or 4 years and you look at the June paper or the deferred paper, you will see that these Unit 1, all right, 2 short questions, 1 long question, 25% of your paper. But how could it be worth 32.5%? Well, do you see here? Do you remember I said to you, question 8. Question 8 is based on 8 experiments. The first 5 out of those 8 come from Unit 1. So there's a really good chance that Unit 1 could be worth up to 32.5% of your paper. It's happened before, it could happen again. So you sit down, you study those 4 chapters over a weekend. You are studying 25 to 32.5% of your Leaving Cert. Okay, so let's look at Unit 2. Remember I said about Unit 2? I said 2 short questions come from Unit 2 and 2 long questions come from Unit 2. Well, also, you see the experiments? I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the experiments also come from Unit 2. So do you see there question 9? Though question 9 comes from Unit 2. And a few experiments from question 8 also come from Unit 2. So Unit 2 is going to be worth a decent chunk of your Leaving Cert. So look, going by the last 3 or 4 years, Unit 2, if we break it up Unit 2 into 2 different parts, if you look at the first 7 chapters in Unit 2, and I've zoomed in there, from cell structure down to respiration, those 7 chapters, let's say you sit down and you say, okay, I'm going to study those 7 chapters over a weekend. Maybe you could study cell structure, cell diversity, cell division, and enzymes maybe on a Saturday. And then you study photosynthesis, respiration, osmosis, diffusion on a Sunday. That might be a bit much. You might space it out a little bit more. But whatever you decide to do, you should know that those 7 chapters will probably be from 30 to 40% of your Leaving Cert. It's so important that you know that, because that gives you real drive to go and focus on those 7 chapters. So look, it's been worth more than 40%, but generally 30 to 40% is a safe bet for those 7 chapters. If you look at the last 4 chapters in Unit 2 on genetics, well, it's usually worth 15 to 30%. It just depends on the year, okay? All right, what about Unit 3? Do you remember I said about Unit 3? I said you're usually going to get 2 short questions from Unit 3. And you're usually going to get 3 long questions from Unit 3. Okay, but actually, because you now know how experiments are going to be asked, do you see question 10 based on the last 7 experiments? Well, those last 7 experiments, question 10, based on those 7 experiments, them 7 experiments come from Unit 3. So if you want to do, like, if you want to say, okay, if I sit down and study Unit 3, what am I talking about? Well, if you look at the first 4 chapters, Monera, which is bacteria, fungi, protista, and viruses. If you sit down and you study those 4 chapters, going by the last 3 or 4 years, because your Leaving Cert paper has the same layout over the last 3 or 4 years, what are we talking about? We're talking about 10 to 20% of your Leaving Cert. It has been worth a little bit more, okay? Now, that's what it usually is over the last few years. So that's good to know. It's good to know. Do you know what? I'm going to sit down and study those 4 chapters. I'm probably going to study between 10 and 20%. It could be a little bit less. It could be a little bit more, but that's generally what we're talking about. So what about the human biology? Human biology is a big section in Unit 3. You see it there? From blood down to human reproduction. Well, over the last number of years, with the current layout of the paper that's the same as yours, human biology has been worth 30 to 45% of your paper if you decide to do the questions on human biology. So look, it's a big old section, but if it's worth over 40% of your paper, it's good to know, so that gives you real initiative to go and study this. Finally, what about plants? Plants, the 5 chapters on plants there from Unit 3, you see it there, okay? Plants over the last 3 or 4 years has ranged between 20 to 35% of your paper. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is, biology is a big course, but you can be very smart about what you study. Okay, remember I told you about the experiments and how the experiments are broken up into 3 questions, question 8, 9, and 10. That's fine. But you can also break the course up in the way I've, Unit 1, Unit 2 I've broken up into 2 parts, Unit 3 I've broken up into 3 parts. So look, don't look at it as a big picture. Take it step by step. Maybe you might say, okay, over the next 2 weeks, I might study the 7 chapters, the first 7 chapters from Unit 2. That's 30 to 40% of your paper going by the current layout of over the last couple of years, okay? Or I might study Unit 1, maybe over a weekend. That's going to be 25 up to 32.5% of your paper. So the whole idea of this is to make it more manageable. Take it section by section and study it well. And then you can say, God, you know what? I know that section now. And remember, this is so important. It's so important that you look at my H1 booklet of questions for biology, because what I've done in that booklet is I've gone through each section questions by questions that have been asked over the last 20 years, and I've laid them all out for you. And if you can do all those questions in that question booklet, then it's going to add to your confidence in terms of the Leaving Cert Biology paper. So you can see how you might approach the study, and I've told you about the question booklet as well that will hopefully add to that. So that will hopefully improve your confidence, and it really gives you direction when you decide what to study first.